Good morning, everyone. So another cunning plan I have is perhaps to do a assortment of drawings of pocket watch parts. I have a number of pocket watches in my collection, but for the moment, for this plan, I'm just going to use this one for my inspiration that I found on a Facebook page about people who collect pocket watches. And for me, pocket watches are just this delightful little machine that makes noises and has parts that move and little tiny set screws and little red rubies and fun little calligraphic machined engraving patterns on them, and lots of lettering. I like lettering, being an artist, calligrapher. I love that too. So I'm thinking, let's say this is my subject matter and I'm going to draw it. So I'm setting it off camera. You won't see it, but you'll see how I draw it. And I haven't yet decided what kind of paper I'm going to use or exactly how I'm going to do this, and maybe each one will be a unique interpretation. And why am I turning this upside down? You got me. It's the same piece of paper. Okay, so, and then the size, do I want to have it be sort of life size? This is maybe twice life size. And I'm using paper that doesn't really like ink very much. But I'll show you what it might look like on a different page, different paper. So, you're probably saying, why are you so sloppy? Or why are you so, why aren't you using a compass? Why are you so sloppy? Well, I'm not making an engraving for a catalog printed in 1902. I'm drawing a drawing made in 2020. And but you'll see how this will turn out in a minute, maybe you'll see. And I might forget a screw here, or I might forget something there, but it's not really about accuracy. It's more about a feeling. No, I don't mean to say that, or an interpretation. I mean, it's like, a caricature. If you were to do a caricature of a human, and the human had really eyes that are close together, you'd make them even closer together than they appear. And in a way, this is sort of a caricature of that watch. And there might be another watch that I'll do that has more open gear work, and maybe the pattern engraved on it is very geometric and not curvy and frou-frou-y like this one, but maybe more angular or Art Deco-like, and I may draw that completely different. I don't know if I'd make the round watch a square watch in doing that, but I might emphasize the angularity. Okay, so now we get to do the fun part here, or a fun part. I'm taking, this brush is filled with water, and I'm now sort of covering it with water. Now I might I might, on the next drawing I do, maybe I might start with a piece of paper that already has water on it, and then the ink will bleed as it goes down, creating a different sort of look. Now, so am I going to go back in? I keep wanting to do this, pinch my paper to zoom in so I can do a detail, because of course that's what I do when I'm working on my iPad. So, big old screw right there. This is the little regulator. Here's the hairspring. Looking at this image, the darkest area is right there where I think that's called a bridge, but I don't know, is lifted up off the plate to allow for the mainspring to tick-tock, balance wheel, whatever. I should probably learn the names of the parts of this watch before I talk to you experts. And then there's something in parlance used by medieval engravers called rubricate, where they will add the red details. I don't know if I'd bother with the other colors other than red. Maybe red is the only color I'd use in my highlights. Now, will I do anything else to this drawing? Am I done? Add to shopping cart, $1 million. I might go back and just add lots of hundreds, or if I'm inclined, thousands of little crosshatchy lines like this, just to sort of imitate the intricacy of the watch. I might, go from making a little square doodles to little round doodles, just because, again, because I'm an artist, and artists have something called a license. We have to renew them every few years. Now look at that. Okay, see, there's a little bit of pink that showed up because I didn't wash my brushes, but I don't believe in washing my brushes. Now you're saying, I wouldn't give you $500,000 for that drawing because it's not exact enough. Well, you have a camera on your phone that can make a drawing exact enough. But see, this is sort of fun. It's my interpretation of this. Now, let me just show you other interpretations I made. And maybe I'll learn to draw these watches in the same way that I learned to draw that I decided to draw these fish. And I drew these fish on Benjamin Moore paint swatches. And what was neat about this, it's a very smooth surface, but sometimes the ink didn't even want to be on it. There's a resistance to it. So here's one fish with stripes and stuff happening. Here's another fish. Different kind of stripes, different kinds of fins, sort of spider webby fins. Here's a little nervous fish. See these little lines right there? They're like the lines you see on your pocket watches, your little engraved swooshy bits that go back and forth. Here's another one that sort of has that pattern. of the curlicues on the watch. So this, I'm going to see. Maybe watches look alike too much. Maybe they all are too similar. They're all round. They have round things inside the round thing. Maybe that's too round, too many round things. But we'll see. I'm willing to spend a few minutes to see if it flies. Okay, we'll try this one. This is it, as you can see, it's sort of a tracing paper, very smooth vellum surface. I'm going to try a different pen. Should I try a different watch? I'll try a different watch. Okay, this was Mike's watch. I need one with nice works. Okay, no, I don't want to do that one. I'll do this one. Okay, this is John Eldridge's watch. And it's a broken watch. Its crown has come off. But see, all the gears, or many of the gears, are shown. There's lots of darks and lights. The pattern, the curlicues and stuff aren't really on it. So let's see how this works. Maybe I'm going to draw this without ever taking the pen off the paper. See what happens. This is an experiment. You're watching it happen here. Maybe it's about the same size. Oh, I took the pen off the paper. I said I wasn't going to do that. Well, now that I've changed my mind about that. Now this paper and this pen is very much broader nib, and I'm pressing down much more to make a much thicker line. So we'll see how this one works. This might be a failure. Here's the balance wheel, or whatever that's called. There's the regulator, fast, slow thing. There's a couple little doobers there. Then you've got, see here, what's neat is the gears that you see further down are not hidden, and you see their little spokes and their little teeth. Now let's get our little brush to go with our little teeth, and let's see how this works. So there's this radiating line that comes out of there. There's another screw there that I forgot. This top of this gear, it's sort of concave rather. Oh, I see that there's writing up here, the something or other watch company. The hairspring, or whatever it's called, balance wheel spring, is there. Oh, there's a toothy gear here hitting that toothy gear there. Anyway, what I'd like you to do, you and you and you and you, people that are in this Facebook page, and anyone else that has a pocket watch maybe, if you take a picture of it, maybe I'll draw it, maybe of the works. I'm not really interested in drawing the face. I realize that I'm rubricating again. Yeah, you like when I rubricate, don't you? Yeah, I bet you do. Here I'm rubricating more. Now I know that's a watch, and you know that's a watch. Oops, I'm using a third pen here. This was the pen I did the other drawing with. So, I might go back and work with other pens. Oh, here I got a little bit of red. See, for you perfectionists out there, I am making little teeth. So, on this particular photograph, these teeth are dark, and these teeth are light against a dark background. So, why doesn't this have a screw on it? It does not have a set screw. I mean, whatever screw. It's not a set screw. This is a screw right there. Let's add the spot where you put your butter knife. There's a little curlicue here, curlicue there, here a Q, there a Q, everywhere a Q. There we go. We got another screw here. And again, I may forget about 5 or 10 screws in these things, but again, it's not about screws. Well, what is it about then? You ask me. And I'll say it's about a feeling. It's about a feeling. It's all about feeling. I sound like I'm a... Look, this does not work. It sounds like I'm trying to... I'm a psychologist, or I'm talking to my psychologist, or I'm talking to... I don't know. When you're drawing something that, isn't the Rape of the Sabines or the Raft of the Medusa or something profound, the deposition from the cross, this kind of drawing is closer in the scale to a bowl of fruit. It's a still life and a caricature. So here's 2 different drawings. Should I do one more?